I'd like to take a few minutes to go over the ins and outs of using a power of attorney in a real estate closing. To begin with, it's important that we go over the most common types of powers of attorney and the differences between them. The three most common types of powers of attorney are the non-durable power of attorney, the durable power of attorney, and the special or limited power of attorney. All three types of powers of attorney have several elements in common. First, any power of attorney must be in a writing. Second, every power of attorney will involve two people. There is the principal, or person granting the power of attorney, in other words, the person that wants someone else to act for them. And there is an agent, or the person that is being given the power or authority to act on behalf of the principal. There are the powers or authorities that the principal is providing to the agent. And finally, the document is signed by the principal, witnessed, and notarized. This brings us to the differences. A non-durable power of attorney is used only for a specific period of time, sometimes for a specific transaction or a specific use. With a non-durable power of attorney, if the principal becomes incapacitated, either physically or mentally, the power of attorney ceases to provide any power to the agent. A durable power of attorney, on the other hand, is usually much broader. It does not have an expiration date and is meant to be used for a broad range of authority provided to the agent. The durable power of attorney will continue to be effective even after an event leaving the principal incapacitated. This is often the type of power of attorney that will be used for an aging family member that may be starting to struggle with managing their own affairs. A special or limited power of attorney is used for one specific transaction that is specified within the power of attorney, oftentimes when the principal is unable to be present to sign documents due to a prior commitment. This type of power of attorney ceases to provide authority once the transaction is completed and is non-durable in nature, so that incapacity of the principal will cease to provide power to the agent. Here are some common situations that may exist and for which the use of a power of attorney is a good idea. If your customer is not going to be available to sign documents due to travel, it's not a bad idea to have them sign a power of attorney in advance. Please keep in mind that most likely the parties, the title company, and the lender will still want your client to sign documents prior to travel, so please make sure to contact these parties in enough time to be able to arrange for this signing. If there are signs of a future incapacity, it may be a good idea to speak with an attorney to draft a durable power of attorney that can be used by your customer in the future. Please keep in mind that a durable power of attorney must be granted prior to the incapacity in question. And finally, here are a few practice tips to help you out. Although an individual can draft their own power of attorney, the specific requirements of many title companies and lenders make it so that drafting should be left to a licensed attorney. We do not recommend the use of online legal forms such as power of attorneys, as these forms can be outdated and may not conform to the requirements for a particular transaction. The power of attorney must be signed by the principal in front of a notary and two unrelated witnesses. While the notary can act as one witness, a second unrelated witness must be present to sign as well. And finally, the title company and any lender involved in the transaction will need to approve the power of attorney prior to closing. This approval can take several days if the lender requires it be submitted through the underwriter, so it's important to take care of getting the power of attorney set up as early as possible. In conclusion, powers of attorney are excellent tools to keep in the arsenal for certain situations. Please contact our office if you have any questions or if you would like to speak with one of our attorneys regarding the use of power of attorney in your upcoming transaction.